It takes money to make money. We have all heard it. The polygraph has determined that is a lie. It does not always take money to make money, and saying that it does is not encouraging if you are broke AF. So today I'm here to talk to you about 9 or 10, I actually don't know exactly, side hustles you can start that do not require any money up front. Disclaimer, some of these side hustles are going to be easier if you already have a piece of equipment like a computer or a smartphone, but they do not require any monetary investment. In other words, side hustles that you can start with no money. Okay, let's get right into it. Number 1 is testing apps or websites. I know that might sound complicated, but it's actually not. There are websites called user testing or Try My UI that will pay you to test and evaluate and review a company's app or website or product. So basically you're getting paid to share your opinion. I like these a lot better than those survey sites. By the way, survey sites are not on this list that I'm sharing with you because I hate those. I love the user testing apps so much more than the survey websites because you can actually qualify to do them and they pay more. So for both user testing and Try My UI, you can do a review for a company that might take you around 20 minutes and you get paid $10 for that. And that's just the baseline. I think for user testing, if you review different types of things or something, you can make even more than $10. I actually did this while I was doing my fellowship program after pharmacy school, and it was decent money. Like, I would do it again. I might need to do it again. And it's not hard. So if you are interested in sharing your human insight with these companies about their apps or their websites and helping them make them better and more human friendly, that is a great option for you. Number 2 is to become a proofreader. Now, I actually talked about this in my video about ways that you can make money writing online. If you're interested in the other 7 methods, I would highly recommend checking that video out. But becoming a proofreader is one that I like for this side hustle list because it takes a lot less work to proofread something than it does to like write something from scratch. So if you have a basic understanding of grammar and spelling in whatever languages you speak, whatever languages the content that you will be proofreading are in, then becoming a proofreader is something that you could do relatively easy. If you are wondering like how you would find clients and things like that, again, check out this video because I talk about some of that stuff in there. Number 3 is to freelance your skills. Now, this is kind of a step out from number 2, right? So you could become a proofreader, but if you don't have the skill of proofreading, you probably have another skill that may or may not be related to writing. You can freelance your writing skills as a writer, an editor, or proofreader, but you can also freelance all types of other skills, whether online or in person. Here are a few examples. So if you wanted to do something online that you could just do remotely from anywhere, if you have experience or skills in graphic design, nutrition or fitness, web design, or website development, those are things that you can do from a distance. You do not have to be physically with a person in order to get paid to do that. If you are thinking about in-person freelancing, you could do things like hair on the side, be a lash tech, you could do microblading, you could do meal prep, you could show people how to prepare those meals or prepare their meals for them. There's all kinds of things you can do if you have any skills, or even if you don't have any skills, if you just have the capacity to learn a skill, hint, all of us have the capacity to learn a skill, you can freelance that skill and get paid for it, because there are people who either don't know how to do it, don't want to do it, don't want to keep doing it, don't have any interest in doing it, and that is where you come in, because you can do it for them and they will pay you for the convenience of doing it for them or helping them do it themselves. So I highly recommend to monetize a skill that you have, and if you don't have a skill, then find one and monetize that. This video will teach you how to find skills that you have that you can monetize. This is actually my favorite of the list, by the way, because if it's a skill that you have, it probably means that it's something that you're good at and probably means that it's something you enjoy. And if you can make money doing something that you enjoy, you're 2 for 2. 2 for 2. You can't beat that. Now, number 4 is to become a consultant or a coach. This is similar to freelancing your skills, but it's not the exact same thing, because as a consultant or a coach, you are usually either doing something alongside your client or you are helping them learn how to do it themselves. You probably are not doing it yourself. So for example, I'm a copywriter, right? A content writer. If I did not actually want to write the copy for people or write the content for people, I could just help them learn how to do it themselves. By the way, that is something that I do. So you are operating in more of a consultant or a coaching capacity rather than operating in the capacity of someone who is actually doing the thing for that person. That is another way that you can make money and don't have to really put any money up front to do that. You could just go find the people who need that skill or need to learn that skill, and then you help them out. All right, let's get into some more side hustles that do not require money to start. Number 5 is to tutor. Obviously, there are so many different subjects you can learn how to tutor in. If you have taken a standardized test and have done well, you could tutor that, like SATs or PCAT, which is the pharmacy entrance exam, MCATs, LSATs, that type of thing. You can also tutor in general subjects like algebra, English, writing, Spanish. There are a number of companies that you can partner with in order to become a tutor, and they don't require money up front. Like, I don't know if it's called VIP Kids or VIP Kids, but VIP Kids, Varsity Tutors, Wyzant, those are all very popular tutoring companies that you could partner with. Basically, they take a cut of your pay as a tutor, but if you wanted to cut the middleman out, you could just tutor on your own, like over Zoom or something free that doesn't require, any memberships or anything like that. If you do it on your own, you keep more money, but you also have the additional responsibility of setting all of that stuff up yourself. Whereas if you partner with one of the existing tutoring agencies like Varsity Tutors, they set that up for you. When I was doing my postgraduate fellowship program, I also tutored. I tutored students in the PCAT, and I tutored students in, I think it was Spanish. Great money. It's great money, and it's something that you already know, or else you wouldn't be tutoring in it. Number 6. Uber, Lyft, Postmates, Grubhub, DoorDash, Instacart. There are plenty of delivery jobs that you could start right now if you have a car or some type of mode of transportation. You could even borrow a car in order to do this. But these are all ways of making extra cash that do not require you to put in any money up front. Especially right now, 2020, it's a great time to start those side hustles because everybody is getting stuff delivered. Groceries, food, hygiene items, all kinds of things. I think there are even companies where you can deliver people's medications to them or transport them to doctor's appointments. So all of those are options for you and do not require any money up front. Number 7, if you have access to a camera or even just a really nice smartphone, you can take pictures and sell them as stock photos. I'm just gonna leave that there because what more is there to say? Number 8 is to sit. And by sit, I mean babysit, pet sit, house sit, anything that people want you to sit for them. People have things to do, people have competing priorities, and so they will pay you to watch the people or the things that mean a lot to them. So their house might mean a lot to them if they are going away for a trip. They might need you to house sit or water their plants or walk the dogs. Speaking of dogs, people will pay you to pet sit while they are away. Childcare is a big one right now with people's childcare and work settings in complete disarray. So these are all options for you and again require no money up front. Number 9, you can rent out an extra room if you have an apartment, a townhouse, a home that has an extra room that you are not using. If you are interested in renting out that room, people will pay you for it. Now, I know right now people got cooties and you might not want to be welcoming people into your space, but in the future, realize that that is an option for you as well. Even if you only have a 1-bedroom apartment or you just don't want to be in the place where a person is staying, you could just go to like a hotel or something, pay $80 a night to stay at a hotel and get $200 a night for the person who's staying in your property. So that's also an option if that's something that you're interested in. The last thing I want to talk to you about, number 10, is to sign up for Taskrabbit or Thumbtack. Thumbtack is more so if you have like skills that you want to freelance, but Taskrabbit is basically people can go on Taskrabbit and search for other people to help them do things. So for example, if you buy a furniture piece from IKEA, they will offer you the opportunity to go to TaskRabbit and find somebody who will put together that piece of furniture for you. So basically it's connecting people with a need to people who are able to fill that need. And if you are a person who's able to fill that need, you can get paid for it. So consider signing up for Taskrabbit or Thumbtack if that's something that you are available and interested in doing. Now, you will notice that at no point did I mention blogging, podcasting, YouTube, or anything like that. That is because those are long-term approaches to making money, and there is no guarantee that you are actually going to make money from them. Now, if you are really interested in starting one of those things and taking that long-term route, there are plenty of videos that I have on that about how to start an interview podcast, whether to start a blog, a podcast, or a YouTube channel, especially if you're a business owner and are wanting to market your business online. But know that those are long games, right? That's not a quick solution, and I imagine that if you're looking for a side hustle, it's because you would rather have the money now. So the things that I talked about, the 10 things that I talked about on this list are actually things that you could start doing like literally today if you wanted to. Go pick up your phone right now, download user testing, or go to trymyui.com and you can start testing apps right now. Like, these are things that you can actually implement, side hustles that don't require money that you can actually start doing today. If you have other side hustles that you have done and have not had to put in money up front, let me know in the comments and let everybody who's watching this video know, because we can all learn from that and we can all get these coins. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.